Hello everyone, welcome back to day 16 of 30 days of our AWS cloud journey. I'm Charan and today we are going to talk about Route 53. That is, this is services provided by the AWS cloud for the domain name system. You all are aware about what is domain name system, what are those things run behind the scenes. If you are not, I'm going to explain each and everything in this particular video and let's start with this Route 53 part. So first of all, let's quickly understand about what is DNS first of all. Okay, DNS generally stands for domain name system. So domain name system is generally used for giving the some kind of domain to the system. If you have heard about we have www dot some kind of google.com. So this is some kinds of domains we generally have. So same Route 53 generally works as a domain name system for the AWS cloud. So think DNS is something like your phone contact list. Okay, you don't dial a friend phone number, you just tap their names and we get the number. So what generally happens, suppose you have 5 friends name. Okay, something Om, Jack, Tom, okay, and Toy and Moy. Okay, so what we do, we don't remember this 5% phone numbers. If suppose we have some kind of 10-digit phone number, 10 10 10. So we don't remember such kind of phone numbers name. So what we generally do, we generally go to our contact list history. We just simply write the names, we just give their names and we get the some kind of contact list number. So DNS works with the same. Like you type just amazon.com or you just write www.google.com. So the browser needs to get with the real IP addresses behind this, and DNS gives you the IP. Like DNS generally loads the things because what generally happens behind the scenes in every website, it generally works on some kind of IP. Like we have suppose 192.168. Okay, we it generally work on 192.168.0.1. Some kind of this IP has been working behind the scene. So for everything we can't remember the IP, right? So if we can't remember the IP, that's why we have been using the DNS part for you. Like if you have heard about for the DNS, we have GoDaddy. So like in the market, GoDaddy is there, like and many more kind of domains and providers been there. Okay, so Route 53 is a contact list. It is hosted by the AWS that helps people to reach your server using the friendly names like mycoolwebsite.com instead of securely instead of remembering their phone numbers, or if in the words we are talking about in the technical way, instead of remembering the IPs. So let me give you a go through like why we generally need this kind of a Route 53. So let's understand. Suppose this is your VM. Okay, this is your VM running behind the scenes. Okay, this is our hosted website. This is the three website. This is A, this is B, this is C. Okay, so suppose this instance has an IP of 98.98. This instance has a IP of .99 and this instance has a IP of 100. Suppose. Okay, the IP will be like 192.168.1.99 or 98/100. Okay, this is the thing. Now what generally happens on the top of it, we put some kinds of load balancer. Why load balancer? Because suddenly if the traffic is increases, so it will launch more containers for you. It will launch more pod for you. It will scale up, scale down. So this will having IP 101, 102, 103. So as a newcomer, as a people, we are not able to recall the IPs. What will be the IP exactly? What if we want to hit this particular IP? So for this particular kind of thing, we generally put the Route 53 over here, or we can say the DNS name over here. Okay, DNS part. So what is generally DNS do? Suppose this is a this server is busy, this server is busy. Okay, this have some kinds of only 100 people can hit, 100 people can hit, and this all are busy. Suppose this is a free. So behind the scene, what they do, the DNS will go to the route load balancer part, and load balancer check which is the free instances for you, and it will redirect to you this particular free instances pages. So like this way, if you go we don't need to remember the IPs. We have to just write the domain name. It makes it easy for us. What generally happens, like we have Amazon.com, we have uh, google.com, we have gmail.com, we have some kind of linkedin.com, we have github.com. So we don't remember the IP because it's gonna get hard for you. Like in the context name, you don't remember the contact of a person. We just dial, we just type some kind of name, we just provide the name, and that we hit, it will call up, and same if once we hit, we generally get the things. So what generally happens, how to get to know what is exactly running behind the scene. So let me quickly show you. Suppose this is my git bash terminal and you want to know the IP of some kinds of website running. So we have ns lookup command like google.com. Okay, so here you can see check. This is the public IP addresses. This are been running. They have some kind of kind of IP addresses which are been running. Every time from everywhere you will be hitting, you will be getting a different kinds of IP because Google is a very big server. Many people are been using it. So everyone hits, you will get some kind of different IP. Suppose let's hit for the github.com. Okay. So see, hits have this particular GitHub had this kinds of IP addresses. Okay, this Google has this kinds of addresses. Okay, suppose if you want to look for the some more like LinkedIn.com. Okay, so LinkedIn has this kinds of IP address, and this IP kind of addresses changes various things to things in the order to order. Suppose we have 76, 78. Okay, once we close it, okay, let me. Okay, so like this way, you can just come up and you can check up on which particular IP address has been lurking by using the ns lookup command. So this is the things behind generally scene. So if I talk about the real world use case, what generally has been behind the scene. So it is generally used for hosting a personal portfolio for a custom domain. Suppose like you have hosted some kind of new website. So this is your new website. Okay, so people are not going to remember what kind of IP like 20.01.10.50. So it's gonna get hard for them to remember. What else you do? We generally provide the name as 30dayscloud.com. So we get some kinds of quick recommendations and we generally quickly hit to our website. Okay. Then if I talk about secondary use case, like it is generally used for directing the traffic to the EC2 instances, S3 bucket. We don't need to remember, it will automatically scale and scale down for us. So like this behind the scenes been used. Then we have been also have routing users to nearest regions like what all the suppose we have different like, kinds of. This is India. Okay, this is in India. This is in our Australia. This is Dubai. Okay, is suppose USA. So wherever the traffic will be free and the nearest traffic, they will directly redirect to you. Don't need to remember particular those IPs. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's quickly go to our AWS clouds and let me quickly show you what are the services and what generally it's generally do. So we have just quickly come up to our AWS clouds console. You have to just come up here and you have to just search for the route 53. Okay, so open this route 53 part. The Route 53 it's same as a DNS part. If I talk about DNS websites, so let me quickly also show you DNS websites who generally provides these kinds of services. So DNS is domain name system. Suppose public, if you want public DNS, if you want GoDaddy, so let's quickly search for the GoDaddy websites. Okay, these are the some kind of domain generally provides like .com, .in, the all those. Okay, so we have Amazon Route 53, a reliable way to route users to internet applications. We have domain name, we have hosted zone, we have health checks. There's a lots of particular things. What is the use case? What are the benefits they provide? These are simple, these are flexible, these are highly available and reliable, and these are designed for the use with the other services too. So once you get started, you are going to get different kinds of things over here. If you want to register a domain, if you want to create a hosted zone, if you want to configure a traffic, like suppose this is Route 53, and as I was just talking about this kind of diagram, suppose we have load balancer and behind the scenes, these are the multiple instances running the scenes. Like if the traffic is coming, you can already increase up, and if the traffic goes down, you can decrease the EC2 instances. Then we have configured the health checks, like is the health checks are been working. So let me show you what kind of registered domains what generally works over here. So let's get started with the registered domain. So once you click on the get registered domains, so you have to check the domain, like suppose google.com, and let's quickly search. Is this domain is available? What they are saying, google.com is not available. See what all domains can be available. Okay, so if you want a .com, so you have easygoogle.com, googleapp.com, w.net, we have free googlecloud.com. So they have been also providing the yearly prices, what all the prices you have to pay for it. Suppose I want to move for the 30 days cloud. Is this domain available? Let's quickly search. Okay, so yes, exact match. You can just get this particular kind of domain. 30 days of you want .net, you want .org, you want .io, you want .com, .co, .com, .info, .me, .net. So this all kind of the pricing. If you want are going with the base, so they all have each and every domains have a different pricing. You have to pay something kinds of dollars, $38 for co for .com, we have $15. So all these particular things you have to use if you are looking for the domains part. Okay. So like this way, they have some kind of standard pricings also. .ac they have 99 USD. They have lots of pricings. They have lots of domains variables on the top of the TLNC, like such as .com and .org. Okay, if you want to register the domain. Suppose if you want to create a hosted zone, here you can check it out. We have some kind of create a hosted zone. So let's quickly click and let's also explore this. What is exactly this generally used to do? Okay, so here you can create a hosted zone. Suppose I want 30 days .com .in. What kind of the you want publicly hosted? So this, if you create a hosted zone, okay, like I'm just creating a hosted zone as a 30days.com. So here you have to link it with the godaddy.com. You have to provide some kinds of import ozone file. That's why with this other service has been paid. So just for the learning purpose, it's good, but don't try to create because it's gonna cost you a lot. So just for the learning perspective, it's good. Okay, like this way. Then they have traffic policy, they have record policy, they have registered domain. Do you have kinds of any kinds of registered domain with you? So you have to create, if you want to register a domain like .com, .in, or some kind of ways. So this company generally purchase from here. What kind of domains generally provides from here? Okay, so like this way, you can create your domain by using the Route 53 on the AWS service. Or if you don't want to use Route 53, you can go with the GoDaddy. GoDaddy also provides buy domains, gets online in a minute, like www.google.com or some kind of different domains has been provided. So you can start for free. You can just see the prices also for the for rupees 1 for first year. Then they are going to provide some kind of 3500 some kinds of they'll be providing the charges for this particular some kind of domain. So this was all about the domains part, which how the domains been uses. So if I like talk about why it is called Route 53, fun fact, it is called Route 53 because DNS runs on port number uh, 53 only. That's why we are generally known as the name comes up from the Route 53 only. So if we are using working on the DNS system hosted on the AWS cloud, tomorrow I will just try to integrate our Elastic Load Balancer and we'll talk about Elastic Load Balancer, how the Elastic Load Balancer going to use, and we'll try to integrate with the Route 53, or once we launch with the EKL part or EKS part, here we have the kinds of ingress. So from that ingress, we can also link to our Route 53 here. So let me know in the comments, have you ever used your domain names for your any kind of projects for the planning one? Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. And if you have any query, if you have any comments, do let me know in the comment section. See you soon in the next video.